Did you hear that? Me neither. From purpose-designed pistols to takedown rifles, we're taking a look at the top suppressor-ready firearms that will make the most of your new can. Let's jump right in. Number 15, FNX-45 Tactical, $1,350. FN's FNX-45 Tactical is one of the best suppressor-ready pistols on the market. Factory-threaded barrel? Check. Suppressor height sights? Check. Cut for a red dot optic? Check. Designed for the U.S. Joint Combat Pistol Program, this pistol is a solid option for shooters who want peak performance, unmatched durability, and the ability to shoot a real caliber with serious knockdown power, that is, the 45 ACP. By its very nature, 45 ACP is a subsonic round, so you don't have to buy special ammo for optimum sound suppression, so that's a big plus. Number 14, Ruger Mark IV Tactical, $700. Ruger's 22 caliber pistol design has been a mainstay for plinkers for more than 70 years. The Mark IV Tactical model improves upon an already almost perfect design. For one, all Mark IV pistols have much easier takedown and reassembly than their forebears, but the tactical version comes with two big suppressor benefits right from the factory: a threaded barrel and suppressor height sights. With Picatinny rails above and below the barrel, this gun is ready to become your ultimate custom quiet plinking pistol. Number 13, Springfield Armory St. Victor, $1,100. Okay, now it's time to split some legal hairs. Equipped with an SB Tactical SBA-3 brace and a 9-inch barrel, this gun may look like a short-barreled rifle, but it is actually a pistol. With the St. Victor pistol, you get all the benefits of an SBR built on the AR platform without any of the National Firearms Act headaches. Perhaps best of all, though, is the caliber, .300 Blackout. A subsonic caliber by nature that can use existing AR mags, this pistol is just begging for you to run it suppressed. It's a ton of fun at the range and a good option for home defense. Number 12, Nighthawk Custom GRP, $3,399. Almost all 1911 pistols come with standard unthreaded barrels. They've been that way since John Moses Browning came up with the design 110 years ago. However, there are plenty of aftermarket threaded barrel options to choose from, but buyer beware. Due to the nature of the 1911, most of these barrels will require fitting by a gunsmith. To avoid this, you can flash some cash and get a top-notch 1911 from Nighthawk Custom with a factory threaded barrel option. While the GRP pistol is certainly pricey for what they consider to be their entry-level pistol, you're guaranteed to have peak performance from this gun, with or without the suppressor. Number 11, CZ P09, $655. One of the biggest bummers on the range is having to stop and change mags. It pulls you out of your shooting groove and interrupts your trigger time. Luckily, the CZ P09 remedies this with its unrivaled factory mags that give you 21-round capacity. Equipped with a threaded barrel, suppressor height night sights, and a Picatinny rail, this is a solid range gun and home defense option. Number 10, Smith & Wesson M&P M2.0, $800. Smith & Wesson's M&P line of pistols has proven to be incredibly popular, and the M2.0 version upgraded an already great gun. This suppressor-ready model is a great option for target practice and concealed carry. It comes with a factory-threaded barrel, suppressor height night sights, and a slide cut for the red dot optic of your choice. This pistol will be right at home on the range, on your nightstand, or in your holster. Number 9, Marlin 25MG, $640. Marlin produced these short-lived weapons, which were already out of manufacturing for a minimum of 16 years. These were just manufactured for 5 to 6 years and were intended to be a silent gardening weapon. It features a smooth bore, like a shotgun, and is loaded in 22 WRM for shot shell loads. Airport, warehouse staff, and even a few schools purchase them for pest management while having to deal with the NFA. When they come available for sale, they're a little pricey, but if a survivor situation necessitates short-range limited shooting without disturbing the environment, this is the one you'll require. There was no rear sight on the garden gun, but it did have a high visibility front sight. A gray synthetic grip or a straight combed wooden stock were also offered. Number 8, Mosin Nagant M9130, $960. The Mosin Nagant line of rifles has a devoted following among collectors, as well as hobby hunters and shooters. The height of the notched rear tangent iron sight may be adjusted, and it is calibrated in hundreds of meters, Archons on earlier models. Its front view is a permanent mount with no adjustability for height. The Armory modified the sight for windage before issue by sliding it side to side from its notch. Because the restricted view modification makes some shooters want to add a telescope, two firms, Mojo and Smith Sights, have developed adjustable sights for the Russian version of this weapon. Obviously, if the Mosin's barrel is already cut down in some way, or if that's an M9159 or M44, do not use it. You'll become deaf. On the M9159, we discovered it by mistake. We were putting several suppressed guns and one unsuppressed weapon through its paces. Upon changing a mark from a suppressed stream of fire from an M1A, we returned to our workbench and picked up a Mosin Nagant M9130 sniper rifle. After putting a stripper clip of copper-washed military surplus ammo into the gun, we fired a bullet. Next, we shot another, then another, until we noticed our ear protection was sitting next to us on the bench. Our ears didn't ring at all. We fired another shot just to see what would happen. Our ears were still not buzzing. Number 7. Smith & Wesson Model 17, $1,150. The Model 17 includes a pinned permanent ramp or partridge-style front view and a movable rear view. It was produced to be used as a revolver for a specific target. It uses 22 long rifle cartridges and has a 6-round or 10-round feeding mechanism. This one does necessitate the usage of specific ammo. Most 22-match ammunition with a lead cartridge and a modest speed will work as well. You can achieve the same result with other double-action revolvers like the Colt Scout or the NAA Mini Revolver. Because we like a dual rimfire handgun with an 8 3/8-inch barrel, we recommend the Smith & Wesson Model 17. Number 6. HK45 Compact Tactical, $850. Though the 45 ACP is no longer the greatest option for combat pistols, it still has one big benefit over the 9mm. It is very simple to be quiet, meaning we repeat very effortlessly. Typical 230 grain loading is nearly often subsonic, which means you only need to verify the function of your handgun and zero it to the can before getting as peaceful without sacrificing devastating impact. The HK45 Compact Tactical from H&K is the apex of 45 rifles and shotguns. It was designed from the bottom up to become a suppressor-ready platform with an 8 or 10 rounds capability in a just right-sized framework that is amazingly sharp and hell or high water reliable. You may also alter the control system to anything you choose, from a normal DASA with safety and decocker to a consistent action DAO, or even a single action cocked and locked carry like the 1911. There seems to be something to these engineering and manufacturing things, and the HK45 Compact Tactical is a synthesis of what H&K has learned from its outstanding handgun lines over the years. Look no farther for a genuine combat pistol that can go silent with no hassle or surprises. Number 5. Remington Rolling Block in 4570, $1,475. The 12.17 by 42mm rimfire, 12.17 by 44mm rimfire, and 12.17 by 44mm rimmed centerfire rifles were produced in a number of calibers, such as rimfire and centerfire, ammunition from Sweden and Norway. Due to the dimensions of the cartridge and casing, this may appear to be a strange option. However, if you hand-load your own bullets, you can achieve a 200-grain bullet traveling at 750 feet per second and measuring around 130 decibels on a sound meter. Users won't be capable of throwing just so many metal bullets in the air near enough to harm your ears because this is a long-barreled singular rifle. There are only 5 types that performed for us, and with a little digging, you may come up with your own, such as a 148-grain hollow base wad cutter through a 38 Special, only with 2 pieces of bullseye powders behind this. There's also a 30-inch single-shot 12-gauge goose gun that pulls down birds without alerting neighbors on the adjacent slope. Number 4. Ruger 2245 Light, $719. Ruger's 2245 pistols, like the Mark IV Light series, are superb firearms that have been given a contemporary makeover. While they have a Buck Rogers appearance, they are luckily not jabroni in design. These guns are all business. You can fuel this lightweight rimfire with high performance thanks to a receiver top rail for simple optics attachment, a good control arrangement, and a high degree of dependability and suppressor tolerance. You'll be flinging hair-splittingly accurate tiny BBs that are scarcely noisier than an airgun if you have a .22. The weapon, spare mag, silencer, and a block of .22 caliber comprises only a few pounds and takes up very little space in a bob, making it perfect as a specialized surviving weapon for shooting and covert self-defense. The .22 LR isn't the finest self-defense cartridge, but if you're not planning on having rolling gun battles, it'll suffice. This is an extremely difficult system to overcome as a whole survival system. Number 3. Remington 700, $1,400. A good bolt-action rifle is a natural suppressor host. You don't have to worry about the change in gas pressure causing reliability issues cycling the action as you do with a semi-auto. Additionally, the bolt action allows the shooter to quietly manually cock the bolt, further reducing overall noise. This setup would be great for hunting use where you may need to make several shots, dampening harsh bang and noise spread. The Remington 700 is a classic bolt-action rifle that has been in service for decades, and .308 Winchester is a great caliber option popular with many shooters. Number 2. Glock Hush Puppy, $1,200. Although it may take a lifetime to track one down for yourself, the Glock Hush Puppy is a pistol purpose-built around maximizing the use and effectiveness of a suppressor. With controls to silence all the working parts of the firearm, not just the firing process, the Hush Puppy could possibly be the quietest suppressed centerfire option around. The slide even locks closed when you fire, becoming a single-shot pistol to remove any noise from the action cycling. The Hush Puppy Glock can be found as both the Model 19 and 43X. Number 1. Silencer Co. Maxim 9, $1,500. This final firearm may be the best suppressor-ready pistol because it features an integrated silencer built into the gun. Looking like something out of a sci-fi movie, the modular design of the Silencer Co. Maxim 9 allows the shooter to choose between different length configurations for different effectiveness levels. The longer you go, the quieter you get. The shorter you go, the more maneuverability you have. The 9mm pistol is completely holsterable and user serviceable. That's all for this video, folks. See you another time.